What if the last months of someone's life turned into the most profound classroom you could ever imagine? A classroom where the lessons weren't about exams or grades, but about how to live, how to love, and how to face the reality of death. Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to share with you the unforgettable story of Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom, a book that is as much about life as it is about death. Stay with me until the end because the wisdom in this story is something you won't want to miss. The beginning. Mitch and his old professor. Mitch Albom was a busy sports journalist, living a fast-paced life filled with deadlines, phone calls, and constant distractions. But years before, back in college, he had a beloved sociology professor, Morrie Schwartz. Mitch admired Morrie deeply. He took every class the professor offered, even calling him a mentor and a friend. At graduation, Mitch promised to stay in touch, but like many other promises, life got in the way. 16 years passed, Mitch became successful on the outside but often felt empty inside. One night, while flipping through TV channels, Mitch saw something that froze him in place. On the screen was Morrie, his old professor, giving an interview on Nightline. Morrie was now frail, in a wheelchair, suffering from ALS, a cruel disease that slowly destroys the body while keeping the mind intact. Mitch was shocked. He hadn't spoken to Morrie in years, but suddenly felt the pull of unfinished business. He decided to visit. The first Tuesday, we talk about the word. When Mitch arrived at Morrie's home, the professor welcomed him as if no time had passed. Morrie's physical health was declining, but his spirit glowed with warmth. They talked about the word, about how most people chase meaningless goals, ignoring what truly matters. Morrie reminded Mitch that love, compassion, and human connection are what give life depth. That first meeting was so powerful. Mitch knew he had to come back, and so began their tradition, visiting every Tuesday. Each week, Morrie would share a new lesson of life. The second Tuesday, we talk about feeling sorry for yourself. Morrie admitted he sometimes pitied himself, but he allowed only a small window for self-pity each morning. Then he moved on, focusing on what he could still do, not what the disease had taken away. He encouraged Mitch to confront his own emotions rather than bury them. Denying feelings, Morrie said, only makes them stronger. The third Tuesday, we talk about regrets. Many people live as if they'll never die, putting off what matters most. Morrie warned Mitch about this trap. So many people waste their lives chasing things that bring no real joy. His word hit Mitch deeply as he thought about his own endless work schedule. The fourth Tuesday, we talk about death. Death was not a subject Morrie avoided. He believed that learning how to die teaches us how to live. Most people, he said, walk around as if they're asleep, chasing money, status, or possessions until a crisis wakes them. Facing death strips away illusions and reveals what is essential: love, kindness, and meaning. The fifth Tuesday, we talk about family. Family, Morrie said, provides the foundation of love and support that nothing else can replace. Friends can come and go, but family, even with flaws, gives life its anchor. Without family, we risk loneliness at the end of our lives. The sixth Tuesday, we talk about emotions. Morrie believed in fully experiencing emotions, sadness, grief, anger, rather than suppressing them. Only by diving deep into feelings can we let them go, otherwise they linger and poison us. The seventh Tuesday, we talk about the fear of aging. Society glorifies youth and fears aging. But Morrie saw it differently. Aging means growth, wisdom, and perspective. He reminded Mitch that envy is foolish. Every stage of life has its own gifts. The eighth Tuesday, we talk about money. Morrie had little interest in material wealth. He saw people chasing money endlessly, yet remaining unsatisfied. True satisfaction, he said, comes from giving, not taking. The culture of consumerism never fills the human heart. What fills is generosity. The ninth Tuesday, we talk about how love goes on. Love, Morrie believed, is the only rational act. Even when the body fades, love remains. In memories, in relationships, in the impact we leave on others. Love, not wealth or fame, ensures we are never truly gone. The 10th Tuesday, we talk about marriage. Morrie valued marriage deeply. He thought that commitment, respect, compromise, and honesty are the keys to lasting love. Without those, relationships crumble. He reminded Mitch that in the end, what matters most is not career success, but the people who sit beside you when you are weak. The 11th Tuesday, we talk about culture. Morrie challenged the cultural norms that prize money, status, and superficial success. The culture we have does not make people feel good about themselves, he said. Instead, people must create their own culture, one rooted in love, kindness, and meaning. The 12th Tuesday, we talk about forgiveness. Morrie stressed the importance of forgiveness, not just for others, but for ourselves. Holding grudges or regrets only adds unnecessary weight. Letting go brings peace, especially when time is short. The 13th Tuesday, we talk about the perfect day. Mitch asked Morrie what his perfect day would look like. Morrie's answer was simple: a normal day. A walk in the park, a meal with family, conversation with friends. He didn't dream of fame or riches, just the beauty of ordinary moments. The 14th Tuesday, we say goodbye. Morrie grew weaker. Speaking became harder. On their final Tuesday, Mitch struggled to say goodbye. Morrie told him he loved him, and Mitch finally said the words back, something he had struggled with all his life. That farewell was filled with tears, but also with love and gratitude. A short time later, Morrie passed away. His funeral took place on a Tuesday, the day he and Mitch had always shared together. The lasting lessons. Through these conversations, Mitch's life was transformed. He realized that success without meaning is empty. He learned to value love, family, forgiveness, and kindness above all else. And he understood that death is not the end, because the impact of love continues. Thank you for staying with me through this powerful journey of Tuesdays with Morrie. It's a book that doesn't just tell a story, it gives us a mirror to examine our own lives. If you found these lessons meaningful, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, take care and goodbye.